Boston Bruce here, Operation No Time to Die. Turn 16.3 Japan. A lot going on. The Americans are really coming after us hot and heavy. So it's time to start laying down more defenses and hopefully hang on. Germans, on the other hand, having no problems over there really to speak of. They got they're on the doors of Moscow and just waiting. See what happens next. All right, we're going to get to our tech rolls. We're going to try and get to stage 3 on heavy battleships, and we're going to try and get on the board on improved factories. So black dice is for improved factories, red dice battleships. Oh, look at that. 2 ones. Great rolling. All right. Couldn't do that if I was attacking. All right, purchases. Japanese have $74. They're going to spend it all. They're going to buy. They're going to finish off 8 light cruisers on the board for $24. They're going to finish 2 light carriers for $6, 3 each. That's $30. They're going to lay down 5 more coastal artillery guns for $25. That's $55. They're going to lay down... I counted wrong already, I think. We got 8 infantry for 16 and 1 airborne for 19. So that puts us at 30 for the ships. 55, 74. Yep, 19 and 24 is 44 and 30 is 74. So we got 8 militia for 16 and an airborne for 3. All right, let's do some combat. We don't have a lot of combat. Up here in Russia, this cavalry is going to move over 1 and take central Mongolia for the Japanese. This airborne here is going to go, not airborne, this strategic bomber. 1, 2, pick up the airborne. 3, 4, drop them off in Berry, Itaya. So he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so she's got 5. He's got 3 left. I'm going to get a marker. I don't want to screw that up. I'll double check my moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4. Let's see, do this again. Suddenly I cannot count properly. He's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 left. Movement of 4 left. He's at an air base, so put that marker there so I know. The airborne is here. And we take that for the Japanese. These 2 infantry are going to move in here. Along with these 2 tactical bombers, they're going to go 1, 2. Along with this fighter. I know, a little overkill, but we don't want to lose it. Actually, I flipped that over. We didn't take that yet. Yeah, we did. We did take it. So I'm going to move the Russians down 2 and the Japanese up 2. Soviets down to 24, Japs up to 46, it may be 47. I might be off 1. I'm not positive. Next battle. Okay. This little plane here is going to go on maritime air patrol so we can attack these subs and destroyers along with this submarine, this torpedo boat destroyer, this destroyer, these 2 light cruisers. I'm coming over 1 space. These 2 fighters off the carrier. And the planes from Korea are going to go 1, 2, 3. They will all have movement of 3 left. I mean, I should be able to win this battle, but you never know. So, he's got 2 destroyers, 2 coastal subs. There's no target select because I have a destroyer. I mean, there is target select on 1. There's no first strike. So, the coastal subs are at 2. Destroyers are at 4. I have a torpedo boat destroyer at 2. I have a regular destroyer at 4. A regular sub at 3. 2 light cruisers at 5. So I got 2 at 5, 1 at 4, 1 at 3, and 1 at 2. And now the planes. I have 3 fighters. And 4 fighters, I'm sorry. 2 tactical bombers. And actually, I'm going to take this fighter too. 1, 2. So, we have 5 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, 2 light cruisers, 1 destroyer, 1 regular sub, 1 torpedo boat destroyer. And I believe that's going to be all my combat moves this turn. Yeah, that is it for combat. Those are the only 3 combat moves I'm doing. I thought of doing a few others, but I'm not. So, I'm going to do the little one first up here in Cheetah. I got 2 infantry at 1. And he's got a militia defending at 2. And then I got my plane. So, I'm going to roll for my... yeah, here's the 2 ones I wanted. Alright, we're going to roll the 1s for my infantry. And I got a 6 and an 11. And now I'm going to roll my 2 tactical bombers at 7. Double check that that's what I got. Yes, 2 tactical bombers and a fighter. So, 2 tactical bombers at 7. And a 6 and a 5 and a 1. So we're all set. We got our 1 hit we wanted. The militia fires back at a 7. So he doesn't get a hit. So we're going to take Cheetah. And remove that unit. All those will fly back. I'll decide after. So we're up another $1. And down to 23, up to 47, if that's correct. Next combat is going to be the one I put on the board. Okay, there's no first strike for either side because we both have destroyers. So, I am going to roll for my 1 torpedo boat destroyer at 2 off the board. And that's a 6. I've got 1 sub at 3 with target select at 1. There's a 10. 1 destroyer at 4. There's an 11. 2 light cruisers at 5. And we got a 1 and a... that's very cocked. So that one I will roll again. We got 1 hit so far. And another miss. So we got 1 hit. I'm sure he'll take his coastal sub. Now I got 5 planes at 6. Five planes at 6. This is for my fighters. And I see a 4, a 6, and a 5. So that's 3 hits. That's all he's got left. He couldn't submerge because I put 1 plane on map. And I got 2 tactical bombers at 7, just for good measure. And 2 more hits, okay. With a target select where I would take the destroyer. Okay, his 2 coastal subs will definitely fire back because they're already dead. An 11 and a 3, so no hits there, thank God. And he's got 2 destroyers at 4. And I got 1 hit. 1 hit. The other one went off the board. Alright, so I'm going to lose my torpedo boat destroyer, which lasted quite a long time. So we eliminate 4 ships to our 1. So that was a pretty good deal. Next move. That's it for combat. And yeah, so we're going to go to our non-combat moves. I have 1 fighter that only has a range of 1 left. So I'm going to put him over here in this C zone with a 1 thing next to him, just so I know. Most of the stuff's going back where it came from anyway. Alright, so we got 2 light cruisers in that C zone, along with 1 submarine, 1 destroyer. Let's see. These up here. Okay, my strategic bomber has 4 left. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land in Korea. All 3 planes that went to Cheetah have 4 left. So one of these fighters came from Korea. Actually, wait a minute. Where was he? They were in Korea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they have to go back to Korea. Okay, you can't get to Tokyo. So those 3 planes will all go back to Korea. All right, planes over here that I used. Let's see here. Planes over here I use. Oh, before I forget, this light cruiser that's down here is going to move over to... I'm going to slide my thing off the board. Hope it don't fall off. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 over to C zone 116. So he don't get shot. He could get shot down there, but he's a little safer. All right, next move. All right, this is where I always wind up taking a long time. Okay. I am going to rail the infantry in Permersky. Is going to rail to Peking. As is this SNL up is going to back off into Peking. Let's see, what else? Let's see, where was the one I wanted to move? Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. This transport over here is going to pick up this AA gun. And he is going to go 1 over to here, pick up an infantry, and go 2, let's see, he's over here, 1, 2, actually, nah, you know what, I'm not even doing that move either. I'm going to put that back there. I had wanted to do that. How did I want to do that? 1, 2, 3. No. All right, what I am going to do is this, though. I'm going to take these 2 Marines on this transport. And go... I was going to put them there. Now I'm wondering if I want to. I had decided what I wanted to do, but now I changed my mind. Okay, 2 fighters that were in the battle in Sea Zone 91 that came off the carrier are going to go back on the carrier. Over here. These 2 Marines are going to get on this transport. And they're going to come down here and drop them off in the Philippines. This destroyer is going to move over to here along with this sub. As a matter of fact, that aircraft carrier is also going into this sea zone. Those 2 planes that landed there would have just went one more to over here, so I'm good there. Let's see, what else? I see what I wanted to do. I'm going to change this up. These 2 Marines on this transport that were on Formosa, I should have wrote that one down. I'm going to change this up. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, and they're going to get off in Kyushu is where they're going. And instead, I'm taking the 2 infantry on this transport up here, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, and they're the ones that are going to get off in the Philippines. So these guys are in Kyushu now. Next move. So this fighter will land back on this carrier that's over here. That's his 1. And why do I not have a fighter on that carrier? Alright. Did I lose a plane? Oh, no wonder. I got planes over here. I'm saying I got some planes missing here. Okay, the one that came off this fleet carrier went 1, 2, 3. And he'll go 4, 5 on the carrier. And I got one more plane. Let's see, where did he come from? 2 came from the carrier. They're back. 1 was on map, came back. 1 came from Tokyo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go on the carrier. The 2 tactical bombers that came from Korea went 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, do I want to put them in Korea or do I want to put them in over there? Actually, for now, they're going to go back to Korea, these 2. All right. All right, so what do we have? We have 1 airborne in Cheetah. 2 infantry in Cheetah, 1 airborne in Buryatia, and a cavalry in Central Mongolia, an SNLF, a marine, and an infantry in Peking, 1 militia in Rihe, 4 tactical bombers, 1 fighter, and a strategic bomber, along with a militia in Korea. I'm actually going to move these 2 artillery into Peking, which gives us 2 artillery and infantry, 2 militia inside a fortified city. In Japan itself, I got 2 Marines and an airborne and a transport in Kyushu. I have 5 infantry, 2 artillery, and an AA gun in Tokyo, 1 infantry each in Honshu and Hokkaido. Let's see, what else? All right, here's where we had some problems before. Marshall Islands, sorry. 1 militia, 1 infantry, 4 coastal artillery. Caroline Islands. 3 coastal artillery, 2 militia, 1 infantry, and an artillery. Let Madman know these when he's coming. Mariana Islands, right? Well, I should have placed my units. Marshall Islands, Mariana Islands, sorry. 1 infantry, and militia. Philippines, 2 infantry, 1 militia. Celebes, 1 militia. West Timor, 1 militia. Dutch New Guinea, 2 militia. Java, 2 militia. Borneo, 2 militia, an artillery, and an infantry. Sumatra, 1 infantry, 2 militia. Sea zone over here, we got a sub. The Philippines, a sub, a destroyer, a transport, and a fleet carrier. Up here we have a destroyer, sub, 2 light cruisers. We have an escort carrier, light carrier with a fighter. And I think I did that up in this sea zone over here. We have a destroyer, 2 light cruisers, 2 transports, 3 heavy cruisers, a battle cruiser, 2 battleships. And Tokyo in front of it, sea zone 56, a fleet carrier with 2 fighters. A submarine, a transport, another submarine, a destroyer, 7 light cruisers, 2 German subs. All right, now we're going to place our units. I better get my sheet because I'm going to mess that up. I forget where I want to put stuff. Okay, we're going to lay down 8 light cruisers. And let's see, how do we want to do this? All right, 2 light carriers are going to go over in the back here. Let's see. I've got a... Let's see, I did the 8 light cruisers. No, that's not the right sheet. Yeah, it is. Okay. The 8 light cruisers are going to go... I'm going to put... Let's see, I'm going to put 5 in the back here. I'm going to put 3 more in the front here. And my coastal artillery guns. I had it marked down. Where did I put the sheet? Okay. We got 5 coastal artillery guns. We're putting 1 in the Philippines. I'm sure he knew that. We're putting 1 each in Java. Borneo. The Mariana Islands. And let's see if I want to do it the other way. And the other one is going to go in Sarawak. I don't really want to put one there, but actually I'm not going to put one there. I'm going to put it in Sumatra. All right, militia. I have 1 airborne. I'm going to put him out right now. He's going to go in Tokyo. Along with the other one that is over here that I didn't use. He is going to go in Tokyo. And the transport plane I didn't use is going to move over to Tokyo too. All right. 8 militia. I got chips for these 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seven chips, 1 militia. All right, the 1 militia is going to go in Sarawak because I don't have one there yet. The other militia, one of them will go in Nanking. So that's 2. One will go in Java. That gives us 3. One will go in Borneo. That'll give us 4 we put down so far. One will go in the Philippines. That's 5 we put down so far. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves me with 3. One's going in the Mariana Islands. And the other 2 I got to get men for and militia because they're not going where there are pieces. One is going in Hunan and one is going in Shantung. Yep. And I believe that is going to be it for Japan. 16.3, I believe. Collect income. I thought of doing a few more attacks. I thought of going for Hong Kong again, and I also thought of taking out Suiyang, but I didn't have a ton of ground troops. I didn't want to take a chance. I'm more worried about the Americans. I have a pretty good idea. I know what they want to do. So China isn't one of my main priorities at this current time. So let's see where we're at. I got me at 47. I believe it's correct. Could be 48. Bonuses. I'm getting 1 point for Peking, 1 point for Hunan, 1 point for Shantung, 2 for Borneo, 2 for Java, 2 for the Philippines, and 1 for the Solomon Islands, for bonuses of 11. On top of 47, gives me 58. I'd love to see that 12 again. Let's see what we can do. Same 2 dice. 5. More like it. Okay, so 16, 5 one time, 11 bonuses, 16 plus 47 gives me $63 to spend next turn. And this is Boston Bruce signing off. Turning it over to Global War Enthusiasts. Turn 16.4 and 5. British Commonwealth and Free France.